give us hormones are responsible for us to menstruate. So when you have hormonal imbalance, or rather you are having fibroids, you tend to experience heavy periods, heavy cramping. So when linking just menstrual health to broader to health issues, there's a lot that has to be unpacked and for us to realize. So we need maybe just clinical supervisors on board, or rather clinical health and health facilities, and women or rather young girls are encouraged to undergo cervical cancer screening, the pap smear. All of us need to undergo the cervical cancer screening. Whenever you are having heavy periods, seek consultation from a doctor. Know the body changes that you are having, the fall smell, you are smelling like fish. Si wengi wenu mnajua fish. Sasa wewe kama msichana ufai kunuka kama samaki. Na pia tumeosema usijioshe na sabuni. Sawa.
Let's appreciate Stacy. That was awesome. Awesome. Can we all say maintain proper hygiene? And you must practice responsible sexual behavior. Great. And importantly, you have to really understand your health status, right? And from Stacy's intervention, we realized that we really need to work closely and consult closely with health practitioners to help us unpack and understand our health in relation to menstruation. Thank you so much, Stacy, for that. And next, we are going to Mary Jerop. Mary, please highlight what you discussed in your breakout session, and let me remind you, you only have 5 cute minutes.
Saseni Sena. My name is Mary Jerop. I'm from Scora is sexual and reproductive health and rights, including HIV and AIDS. We are addressing period poverty. When you start talking about period, also lack of education, lack of various menstrual, let's say menstrual brands are using. We also have the usable pads. We have the disposable pads that we all know, Sakama, Always, Soft Care. We have new organizations such as Digniflow that also here they'll also display their products. We have Arizepad ATM. Arizepad ATM is a new and innovative brand where we use, instead of an ATM dispensing money, they're dispensing pads. Imagine how nice that is. So we all know that the future is tech, and that's a very nice innovative way. We talked about the dignified plastic as I already mentioned, and then I had some nice questions from the girls. They asked me about sometimes our cycles are irregular. Why does it happen? So as a medical student, I informed them that menstrual cycle can be irregular due to climate change. When you move from a certain area, which is like a hot area such as this place, then you move to Eldoret, which is a cold place, that can lead to irregularity. We have stress. We have conditions such as endometriosis. Endometriosis is a condition whereby you have some chronic pain during menstruation, such as your period, you have painful cramps. That's an issue. I told them that period cycle should be 21 to 35 days, which is normal. When it exceeds, that's an issue. When it's low, that's an issue. And I also told them that the reason why 28 is the menstrual health day, because 28 represents the average length of your cycle. 5, which is the 5th month, which is May, symbolizes the average length of your menstruation, which is 5 days. So that's why 28th May is the menstruation day, menstrual health awareness day worldwide. And remember our theme is together for a period. And I'm really happy to be part of this. And as a medical student and as a young girl, I'm 22 years and I'm happy to be representing my team from Scora as a national officer to come talk to the girls about this topic, which is critical and we should address it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. A very big applause to Jerop. representing medical students and representing young women. Thank you so much for that. And you know, when we talk about young women, and I love the fact that she brought on board tech. Tech is the future. And employing tech approach to support menstruators is and exactly the types of dignitary towels that we have, the ones that are reusable and the ones that are disposable. Thank you so much. They say, live the best. Live the best. Exactly. And we have a main ally, Barnaba. I give you the platform to unpack what you discussed.
Good afternoon. Hello. Hello. So my name is Barnabas Ndemo. I'm a local officer, SCOP. I'm also a medical student in Uzima, pursuing medicine and surgery. And I'm so glad to be here to join everyone in this event, Nyalenda Period Festival. So far, it's been so good. So for our breakout session, we were able to tackle the role of men in menstrual health. We started by describing what menstruation is. I was actually surprised that so many men do not understand what menstruation is. And we tackled it down. I explained to them, using the facts that I have as a medical student, of course. I explained everything about menstruation, and they were able to understand it in simpler terms. And then from then on, the topics that we discussed in the role of men in menstrual hygiene is first alleviating gender stereotypes. Normally you see in our society, it's like a thing. Menstruation is like a female thing. So the first thing that I wanted the men to know is that this one involves all of us. It's not just a female thing. It's for all of us as men and females, and one or another, it affects us. The other thing we did was talk about the alleviation of taboos that men hold regarding menstruation. You find that in our society, there are so many taboos regarding menstruation in females. And one thing we had to do is tell everyone that it is not true. That actually, it's just a normal thing that occurs in females every month, and that it shouldn't be associated with any form of shame or stigmatization, right? And then we talked about the power of men and financial support. Normally you see in our society, the men hold the most power in terms of government institutions, in terms of being fathers, that is the head of families, that is in being brothers and even partners. Because even as a partner, you having a partner, a wife or a girlfriend, it's your role to take care of her. Now, as we discussed that, you realize that men have so much power in how menstrual hygiene goes. In that, if you don't understand that that this thing is a priority, you won't have any financial priority towards it, and this will lead to the females not getting whatever they need for their menstrual health. So we talked about power and financial support. We also talked about emotional support. By emotional, we mean that we talked about getting gifts and any sort of support that will ensure that these ladies are comfortable during their periods. And then finally, we talked about emergency situations. What happens, you know, as much as there are abdominal cramps during menstruation, it can be over excess. The pain can be over excess. So we talked about this emergency crisis, heavy bleeding, too much pain, and what we as men are supposed to do in ensuring that these females are taken to maybe hospitals or maybe they are supported during this crisis. So last but not least, we talked about gender-based violence. You find that men, considering those who have taboos, they don't consider menstruation as a normal thing, and probably it may lead to gender-based violence, either physically, emotionally, and all in a sort of way. So we talked about alleviating these things by telling the men that this thing is normal and that they should support our ladies. Wanaume to support our fellow ladies, right?
so much. Wanaume, what's the call to action? Wanaume? Situseme tukiwa na base, to represent that indeed you have the power. Right? Okay, let's go. Wanaume and boys. Wanaume and boys. Barnabas. Ulisema wanaume wadu? Wanaume? Support the fellow lady. Wanaume msupport? Wanaume msupport? Once again, wanaume msupport?
How do you support you? No, you say chocolate. Who wants chocolate?
Chocolate and flour.
What? The chocolate for me.
Great. So I think that we are going to continue this conversation and see how best we can do this. But so far, so good. In the words of Barnabas, so far, so good. And I want us to open our hands and hearts and appreciate ourselves for the meaningful participation and engagement in the breakout sessions. Let's open our hands and hearts and give that heartfelt appreciation. Let's go. Thank you so much. During this session, I want to do what's called evaluation and call out boys and girls who are very keen and attentive to say what they learned or a takeaway in 5 seconds or so. You'll be having an amazing gift from here. Okay? Anyone ready to go? You join front and just say one thing you learned from your breakout sessions, from your discussions, and from the recap that we have done here. I already have with me. I already have Sylvia. Anyone who wants to join? Yes. Yes. Comes. Hey, appreciate her as she comes. I want someone. Niseme. Nitafute boy ama girl. Girl, boy. Boy, ebu shoot. Kijana shoot up. Okay, any girl to join? Amazing. Awesome. Mwingine? Okay.
My name is Sylvia Kinney, and I want to present what I learned. So, challenges facing menstruation includes nausea, headache, irregular periods, mood swings, period poverty. How to overcome? Visit the doctor regularly, donating for those who cannot afford, educating others on menstrual hygiene practices, breathing every day, changing sanitary towels every day, disposing them carefully, like burning and burying them, disposing them in pit latrines. Thank you.
Yvonne?
Yes?
Oh.
That's order.
She will stay here with me for some time. Step forward and...
Hello everybody.
Hello.
My name lacking usable resources during your menstruation, and it also lacking knowledge about how to use the resources. And another thing, it's about reusable pads, which can help you during your menstruation. Thank you.
And we have our princess here. You can all see her. Ama nimbebe. Nimbebe. Munamona.
Inafaa ukishatumia pads uoshe mkono.
Menstrual health and hygiene, amazing. And so we have our great guests here who are going to award the beautiful girls and ladies in waiting. Over to you. Together for her. Together for her. I am classes. Yeah, so we are here to thank our beautiful girls for the good job that we done. It shows that they were very active in class, right? Active participants. So we are going to gift them. Here we have a pack of, it's called a dignity pack. And in a dignity pack, we have the menstrual products. So in this, we'll give them one from the days for girls. And it has a pad, it has a panty, it has tissue, and it has a small bar of soap. Is that enough for them? Yeah, so we will give them as we clap for them so that they keep on being champions out there. We are rooting for young champions. Sawa sawa. Sawa sawa. Thank you so much. Sylvia Akini. So we will give Sylvia these. Keep up the good work, and out there keep teaching young people about menstrual health and hygiene. Sawa sawa. And then we have Hannah. Hannah Award. Yeah, good work, Hannah Award. That's your dignity. Thank you, and keep up the good work. And then we have our little princess here. Her name is Cindy Pretty Angel. Huh? Anakai kesidio. Baby girl, what is this? Pads. What do you use? Oh? You put in your panty. Thank you so much. This baby girl knows the work of a pad.
Msaidie hizo viti hapa hivi. Uko poa? Check. Oh yeah. Content creator yao.
Amazing. Let's give them a round of applause as they take their seats back. Thank you so much.
Sir.
Yeah, and also not forgetting you for a very good job done. Let's give a round of applause to Janice Audi from She for She Teachers Network. Makofi kwake. Thank you so much for that wonderful session. Dante, si tuchangamke kidogo. DJ. In the next 5 we are going to go to a panel discussion. So tujichangamishe tuki arrange.
Nice. So wapi makofi yao tafadhali. So tunafanya hivi, nataka tu stretch kidogo, kila mtu tusimame juu. Nataka tu stretch kidogo. Kila mtu tusimame juu, hadi wageni wetu tusimame juu kidogo. Alafu tafadhali mtusaidie na viti 8 hiyo side hapo kwa shade. So kindly kama uko ndani ya tent simama kidogo. Kama uko ndani ya tent, kama unaniona wave. Sasa stretch kidogo. Stretch kidogo. Aya. Nice. So tunafanya hivi, tunaenda kudance tu wimbo ngapi? Wimbo moja pekee yake. Sawa. Mwenye amedance fit niko na zawadi hapa. Naenda kukupatia zawadi. DJ tuende kazi. Kuja. Super DJ. Ready when you're ready. Aya, DJ umesema hauko ready. Piga makofi, nataka mnipatie beat. Tukiongoja DJ, piga makofi. Piga makofi. Ongoja DJ uko ready? Aya, weka hapa juu kidogo ndani ya tent. Watu wangu hapa weka juu kidogo. Watu wangu hapa weka juu kidogo. Sawa, so tuna clap juu kidogo. Tuna clap mbili juu, mbili chini, sawa? Atuende juu kidogo, tuende. Atuende chini kidogo, tuende. Tena juu. Tuende chini. Tuende juu. Alafu weka selfie, weka selfie, weka selfie. Unapiga selfie, 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 selfie. Weka selfie, weka selfie, weka selfie. Alafu anguka nayo kidogo, anguka nayo, anguka nayo. Twende nayo, twende nayo. Ngoja DJ. Kuna watu wanajifanya hapa waungwana na ni wa TikTok. Usikue hivyo, sawa sawa. Nataka tuchangamke mara ya mwisho. DJ leta ingine. DJ leta kifo cha mende. Si ndio? Easy DJ leta kifo cha mende. Right. Super DJ. Nani anajua kudance kifo cha mende akuje? Nimpatie zawadi. Aya, kujeni madansa wangu, kujeni. Kuja. Aya, kujeni. Aya, leta aya, kuja hapa hivi. Aya, kila mtu twende DJ. Twende. Kila mtu anaenda sawa. Kila mtu kwa tena. Twende. Alafu mwenye medasi vizuri. Twende kazi. Twende. La. Hey. Twende. Anguka nayo. Anguka nayo. Ongoja DJ, pause DJ. Hapa nani ameweza? Aya, kujeni.
Of applause for the panelists. Maybe just to kick off the discussion for Teresa, being an adolescent girl, maybe would you love to share with us your first experience, your first period experience? What was it like, and maybe who helped you through it?
Habari zenu tena. Naomba mniruhusu nizungumze kwa Kiswahili, manake Kiingereza inanichacha kidogo. My first period ilinipata 2018. It was around November. Tarehe sikumbuki vizuri. Hiyo siku nilienda chooni. Napata chupi yangu si ya kawaida. Chupi yangu ilikuwa na uchafu. Na hiyo uchafu ni kama si damu, ni damu. Sasa nilikuwa naogopa wakati huo. Nilikuwa naishi na nyanyangu nyumbani. Nikaenda kwa ananiambia, "Njoo nione chupi yako ina nini?" Namwambia mimi naibika sitaki. Akaniambia hapana. Ama umeanza kunyesha. Namwambia mimi bado mdogo. Nilikuwa na umri wa mwaka 14. Kwambia mimi bado mdogo sitaki. Kumbe nilianza kunyesha kweli. Hata sikuwa najua kuweka pasi. Akanipea pasi niende niweke. Namwambia naeka na mimi sinyeshi. Hiyo ni unaniambia najifanya najua lakini sijui. Akanifunza kuiweka nikaiweka. Lakini time yangu ya kwanza sikusikia maumivu yoyote. Nilikuwa tu sawa. Ya pili nikawa sawa. Ya tatu sasa nikaanza kusikia maumivu. Na hayo maumivu ninayo mpaka sasa hivi. Na kwa wasichana wadogo pengine ningewaambia period ni lazima. Period ni lazima kwa wasichana wote. Na wakati unaanza usiogope, maanake ni kitu ya kawaida. So
Teresa, thank you for that. Teresa, thank you for that experience shared. And I think you speak at a point where you're very confident, and maybe let's hear from our parents. Mama Juliet, how was it easy or hard to start a conversation about menstruation with your daughter, as we've heard from a previous speaker?
Kwa majina naitwa Juliet Nyongesa, mimi ni mzazi. Mwanzo sana haikuwa rahisi kama mzazi kueleza msichana wangu mambo ya period, kwa sababu ni vizuri kwanza kuelimisha kama ni wadogo, na ukianza kuelimisha mtoto mdogo mwenye hajaiona, kwanza atakuuliza ni nini, si ndio? Itabidi utamueleza kuna umri fulani msichana akifika huwa anaona damu, ili atakapoanza isikuwe ni stress kwake, ama isikuwe ni shida kwake, ama aone ni ugonjwa, si ndio wazazi wenzangu? Sasa mwanzo ilikuwa ngumu, lakini baadaye nilimweleza akajua. Nina msichana saizi ako kidato cha 3, anaitwa Winnie. Yeye alianza akiwa darasa la 7, lakini ni vizuri nilikuwa nishamweleza hapo awali. Sasa alipoanza alitoka shule, yeye akaniambia mama, mimi ni yeye hakuogopa, aliniambia tu mama, mimi nimeanza period. Nikamwambia ni sawa, na nilikuwa nimeshamfunza jinsi ya kuweka pad. Sasa yeye alienda tu akaoga kaeka hiyo pad. Kwake ilikuwa rahisi, haikumpea aibu ya kuja kuniapproach kama mzazi. Sasa the challenge ilikuwa ni yeye sasa every time anaona hiyo pad iko na damu, anaenda kuitoa. So like anaona ni chafu kila wakati, lakini nilimweleza ukisikia imeloa sana, hapo ndio wakati unaenda kufanya nini? Kutoa, unabadilisha. Asanteni.
Thank you very much, Mama Juliet, for sharing your experience, your past experience on the discussion on menstruation with your daughter. And maybe I'm curious to understand from the community health volunteer perspective, maybe Ms. Joyce, you'll actually give us an insight on that. What is the most common menstrual challenge that girls in the households actually face?
Thank you very much. As a community health promoter, I have like over 120 households, and these 120 households, of course, you will not miss a menstruator. Leave alone even the mothers. We have the DGYG and young women or young mothers who are menstruating. So the bigger challenge we have is there's still that stigma with the parents on sharing on menstrual issues. You realize that our parents have abandoned everything to the teachers in school, and you realize that the teachers will play their role, but you realize that there is a gap when it comes to parenting of an adolescent girl. There is a very big challenge in the sense that most of the parents, they are not the one. As a parent, you should be the one to break the silence about menstruation to your girl, as a good parent. That is logically. But you realize that our children, they learn from other people. And you'll realize when they're learning from other people, you'll realize that they will learn differently and people will give them different ideas concerning menstruation. And another gap is the lack of menstruation products. As I'm not only a CHP, but at times I normally say I'm like a mother. They know when they start menstruating, they will even call and tell me that, Meta, you don't have pads. So it means I cannot run out of pads in my house. And I want to thank, I know Gondawa Foundation is not here, but, and Dreams Redefined, they have always supported each and every time. And like even if I contact Yvonne, she at times provide me with the pads that I have at home and help the girls. So menstruation product is a big gap. You'll realize that most of the parents are not able to provide for their even if they are able to provide, then it would mean that the number of hours that our girls take with the menstrual products, it's wanting, and it brings maybe STIs, and the facility can farm the rate at which we treat STIs at the facility.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that insight. Thank you very much for that insight, Madam Joyce. We really appreciate that. But I'm hearing gaps on the side of our parents, maybe not educating our girls on matters to do with menstruation and menstrual health hygiene. I would like to hear, and it's relegated to the teachers as you clearly state, I would like to hear from the teacher's perspective, since we have a teacher in the panel, maybe how are schools more period friendly, and how do you reduce absenteeism of girls when they're going through this phase?
Thank you. Coming from a boarding school, maybe we'll say we don't have most girls missing school, but I know it is happening in very many schools that girls are missing their classes because of periods and lack of menstrual products. I will advocate that we have our administrations provide and ensure supply of these menstrual products, ensure supply of menstrual products, and also sensitize the staff and other people's pounds in school to normalize the conversation around periods, talk to these young people in a supportive way, not discriminative, be open about it, and direct them on how they can be able to get these pads. For us, we have a constant supply of pads, maybe in our nurses station, an office that does that, having some pads in case girls are getting into this unaware and they're in class. They don't have to go back to the dorm to sleep and miss lessons. So we are advocating in other schools that we can have a system that works, so we can have a constant supply of pads in our offices, in our administration offices, staff room, placed in the toilet, so that girls don't have to request, oh, I'm here, I need a pad. They just go straight to the toilets, the bathrooms, pick the pads, clean themselves, and get back to normalcy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think maybe that's a good initiative that you actually employ, but maybe just a quick understanding of from what we learned from Joyce. How do you feel? Is it that the parents have actually left the duty to the teachers, or it's just a two-way thing?
Conversations around periods, menstruation hygiene have to be collaborative. All of us have to come on board. Maybe from a boarding part of it, we have a very big role to play, and I feel like we play the biggest role in sensitizing young girls in how they get into this period, how they manage menstrual hygiene. I also support her in feeling like parents do the bare minimum, for lack of a better word, and we need maybe to find ways, and we are advocating that we can have inviting parents into schools to be the ones initiating these conversations and get a proper training, so that when girls are at home, they are able to take them through the same. We can also have our girls carry these products home, so that they can be able to teach other girls at home and make their parents. We have other parents who need to be made known that this is how we handle this situation, and this is how we come through.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a collaborative work. It is a collaborative responsibility, and all of us should take part in it. And maybe just understanding from now the health perspective, Madam Lily, we understand that as girls, and also generally not only girls, there are also chronic illnesses that we suffer from. A case in point, sickle cell. How do you support girls with chronic illnesses like sickle cell, maybe during their periods?
Okay, as an organization, one of the things we do is basically educating them, because that is key in getting them to do the right things. Now, I'll majorly talk on sickle cell because there are groups that we work with a lot, and we also work with people with disability. One of the biggest challenges, especially is access. Sickle cell warriors struggle with pain, they struggle with medication, they struggle with general wellness, and a lot of stigma is on them. So you get they really have a lot of challenges with their menstrual health and hygiene, because they don't have accessibility. And being that, sickle cell has a lot of pain, and very few people understand why there is pain. So as an organization, one of the things we do is educate the community. We go to the institutions, we go to the worship areas, we go to the schools and educate them. And at the same time, we also provide for them the pads. We also work in partnership with various organizations like Triggerize and Dreams Redefined, so that we have availability of the pads for the sickle cell warriors. Another thing is we educate even the teachers regarding sickle cell, because when a sickle cell warrior has her menses, that is a stressful situation for her. And one of the things you need to understand is they do not need to be stressed. So when they're stressed, their pain levels are excessive, and also they tend to have either very painful periods or overbleeding. So a lot of education is done by our organization, and also availing the pads for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe from your discussion, I can pick that with a lot of challenges that these girls face that go through chronic illnesses like sickle cell. But I also want to appreciate the fact that having governance being a foundation that can help to steer forward some of the conversations we are having, some of the challenges you're facing. Maybe Mr. Peter, you will help us understand that what is, for instance, Kisumu County doing to support dignified menstruation through maybe improved wash facilities, and how can we maybe support these girls?
Thank you. As a government, one of our responsibilities is to have enabling environment for players in MHM. As a country, we have deliberately provided water in terms of percentage. In Kisumu town, we are at 92% water coverage, safe water. Kisumu County as a whole, we are talking about 56% water coverage, safe water coverage, which means the county government has provided water, safe water for that will be used even for menstrual hygiene. In additionally, we encourage that infrastructure development, that wash facilities should incorporate MHM facilities, bathrooms for girls, urinals, and even disability-friendly toilets. And indeed, we as a county, with the partnerships with the other players like UNICEF, we deliberately did some around 38 infrastructure development in the Kisumu County. Some of the schools, one of the schools made in highways, like primary school, MMSHA, Obinja, and all this, you'll find they have at least MHM facilities that if girls are menstruating, then there's a room for change, or there's a bathroom. We've also encouraged hand washing with soap And I think in all our primaries, or our schools, we have now hand washing facilities. What is there that may not be working well is a question of maintenance, not only for hand washing, but also in terms of vandalism in some of the wash infrastructure that are being provided.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peter. Hearing maybe some gaps from even our county, and in terms of, you're talking about maintenance being a problem, you're talking about maybe enhancing the education on MHM in the different facilities that we have. Do you think it's a matter of to have the best out of it? Is it a matter of collaboration? Is it a matter of partnership? Is it a matter that you as the government can actually take up?
You are aware that one role of the county government, there are some roles which are devolved and some are national. One, like primary school qualification basically is national. However, as a county, we just do support it. One area that we need to do, where we are aware that we have capitation, and area of water and sanitation, there is usually some money allocated by the national government for maintenance. However, it's inadequate. So because of that inadequacy, then the county governments and other partners need to come in to support that. Yeah, and to...
Okay. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. I mean, I would like to hear from the perspective of SCORA, how is menstrual health integrated in the broader SRHR programs in the county?
So SCORA again is the Standing Committee for Reproductive Health and Rights, including HIV and AIDS. And we mainly partner with people. We're a student-led organization, of course, and we are mostly in medical schools. So Maseno is here, Uzima is here, I'm from Moi University. And our main aim is to make sure that we can help people going to the menses. So we organize pad drives, and we partner with various partners, like all of them here, to have such events that can empower people and let them get the knowledge. Because at the end of the day, the knowledge is the power. We can draw like, oh, so this is not, we are having such a good discussion on what's a normal period, what's the length, and especially coming from medical students, we're giving you a medical perspective, so that you don't sit there and think that something is normal when it's not. Yeah, and that's the main way we integrate menstrual health in SCORA. And I do want to reiterate again, we are students and we are medical students, so we do take the time off to try and make the best out of our free time, because yes, you can imagine like school is a lot, but I would say educating people on menstrual health is such a big thing that we have taken to heart and we really are very passionate about.
Okay, thank you very much, Jamila. And Tracy, sitting on the CSO chair today and being part of an organization that has over the years advocated for the best menstrual health hygiene for adolescent girls, young women, I would like to understand, has this festival approach changed how communities talk about menstruation?
Okay, Nyalenda Period Festival has been a game changer, and this is the third annual Nyalenda Period Festival that we are celebrating. When we started the celebration, that is, we do it to mark the Menstrual Hygiene Day, we had so many gaps. Girls were so ashamed of menstruation. They were not, and they were not even able to talk about menstruation like directly to someone. They were really ashamed of it. They thought it is something bad. It is something that they can't even stand up and proudly, I'm a proud menstruator. And when the Nyalenda Period Festival started, we saw a very huge difference. Girls could now stand boldly and talk about menstruation. Girls were not even now ashamed of carrying pads, because we find in a situation, we had girls when they are going to change their pads, they will hide it under their clothes because they thought that this is something to be ashamed of, and they are not supposed to carry pads when people are seeing. That is a mentality that has been there for long. They were always told, picha hiyo kitu mtu asione. So when the Nyalenda period festival came, we reminded them and we told them that menstruation is not something to be ashamed of. Menstruation is something normal. We must embrace it with dignity, and I'm very happy today that the Nyalenda period festival 2025 is a huge success. And as compared to the last one, I can say that indeed there's good progress. And what we intend to do most, this is what we do. We need and we will always continue to empower our girls. We are the one and we are the people who are supposed to empower them. We are supposed to teach them the right ways. We are supposed to tell them those things they are not being told at home. So the Nyalenda period festival is bigger, better, and bolder. Thank you.
Congratulations. I mean, I think you need a round of applause for the work you're doing. I'd like to open up the floor to maybe our audience, for those who have questions to the panelists. And when you're asking your question, please direct it to the particular panelist that you want to address your question. If there are any questions from the audience.
Yes, I don't really have a question. Mine is to appreciate the team that organized this activity and to appreciate the team in the Nyalenda Period Festival. What they've done is quite a major step, and we just encourage you to continue. Thanks.
Any question for us?
And I will.
Hi everyone. Mine goes to the government, and we all know that sex is a choice, and sex can happen any day, anytime. Doesn't necessarily have to be month. Our girls go for periods every month. We have many girls in marginalized areas, for example, Nyalenda. These girls wait for CSOs and stakeholders to have access to free pads. Yet there is I think with the government there can be a bill or anything that the government can do for our girls to get the pads for free. Instead of you giving boys free condoms, because the rate of HIV and the lessons for HIV, I think have gone down in our area. Simnakubali. But the rate of menstrual education there's a need for more menstrual education. Till when will our girls have to pay 80 shillings to have access to these pads? Should we be waiting for CSOs and these other organizations to get pads for free? For example, in this area like Nyalenda? Thank you.
Thank you for the contribution. I think I'll answer like this. Generally, the role of government, and specifically county government, is to make an enabling environment for players in the emerging space. So their role to make sure that, of course, there's a healthy population, and through provision of health services. We, as a government and national government, we enacted we have a policy. There's a MHM policy, Menstrual Hygiene and Management Policy of 2019-2030. And there's also a MHM strategy, which was enacted by Ministry of Health, National Ministry of Health, in collaboration with players, that's the Ministry of Education and of course Ministry of Water and Irrigation. These two policy and strategy guide how menstrual hygiene is done in Kenya. And as a county, we adopted the same. In this policy, of course, the role, it assigns roles for everybody, from the household up to the government. Everybody has a role. There's the household, the community, the NGOs, the line ministries, the CSOs have a role. One of the roles of the national government, of course, government is for provision of sanitary pads, but it's just subsidy, not subsidy, but like in schools, primary schools, government has been allocating money for provisions of sanitary, but they are not adequate. They only give during examination time. What broadly we can do as a government or us as a CSOs and government is maybe to employ on the KRA and to just remove the taxes on these products so that the products can be accessible, affordable, but I don't envisage where we may have free sanitary pads for everybody, because the ones even the government is giving is they only give during examination time, which means that the provision in terms of budget is so huge. Yeah. And we as a government also were encouraging entrepreneurship, and that's why the CPOs and CSOs are coming up to do manufacturing of reusable products at local level, so that they are accessible and affordable for the community. And I think that's the way to do. Thank you.
Mr. Peter, if I get you clearly, you're talking about the government creating an enabling environment, one, and then you're encouraging entrepreneurship from the CSO's perspective to be able to dispense these funds. But I also understand that in 2004, Kenya exempted us from the menstrual products, and we are 2 decades later, but they're still not maybe affordable. Do you think it's a gap between policy and the reality, what reality reveals, or what is being done to maybe bridge the whole course?
That is true. I think it was removed. I think the taxation. Yeah. But I think the KRA has not effective. What we need to do is to through our members of parliament, because these are national things. KRA is national. As a county, there's nothing you can do about taxation. It must come from the national, and we only can do by lobbying our MPs. And through now that we even have our finance bill now, 2025, 2026, do we have that thing? Do we have part of sanitary pads in that finance bill? This is a conversation we need to come up to continue doing advocacy. And I think if we do proper advocacy, maybe it's a time we'll reach. But one thing we need also to do market-based MHM products and accessibility, and encouraging entrepreneurs for affordability and accessibility.
Yeah, thank you very much. Quick one maybe to our CHV. I understand that you work with not only girls, but you work with men and women in the society, of course in the communities. I would like to understand, since our theme this year is to have a period-friendly world, we are creating a period-friendly world, where do men and boys come in and maybe not just as supporters but active participants in breaking menstrual stigma and promoting dignity for all?
Thank you very much. I normally say that menstruation is no longer a woman affair, but it is a universal affair. It entails both the women and men. And that is why when we do, even at the safe space level, we encourage that also men come, so that they become part and parcel of the conversation, so that they can understand that during period this and this happen, and so that they can also encourage and be of support to the girls during menstruation. So we normally try so much to engage them in menstrual issues so that they feel part and parcel of it.
So maybe you could just tell us, maybe in a minute or 60 seconds, what are practical strategies that have worked for you in mobilizing men to join this campaign or to join the menstrual health advocacy?
I normally say that each and every girl deserves to grow up and especially when experiencing menstruation. I normally say that the same way a girl with both parents would grow is the same way I would wish a girl child with only a father to grow. So the only thing I normally do is when doing maybe mobilization on MHM issues to ensure that these parents, they form part and parcel of the discussion, so that they also feel free and talk and embrace their girl child. Why? Because if the fathers are not engaged, and let's assume the mother maybe is a housewife and is not working, then the girl from that household will probably end up missing school or staying out. I believe in equal opportunity for both the girls and the girl child and the boy child. And I normally say that I normally feel bad for a girl to stay home because of menstruation. We are coming out of that era.
Thank you very much. I understand that in our quest of creating a period-friendly world, maybe to Tracy, being part of Dreams Redefined CBO, I understand that you also have inspired the creation of reusable sanitary towels. How do you actually ensure that they are safe and sustainable for girls and young women in low-income settings?
Okay, Michelle, thank you so much for the question. And with this, allow me to stand. So let me talk briefly about our reusable sanitizers. That is DGYG pads. We started the project back then. We were beneficiary and we were trained on making the reusable sanitary towels. We are 10 trainers of trainees that mastered the art of making the reusable sanitary towels. And the reason as to why we decided to start the making of reusable sanitary towels, we find that yes, there are the disposable sanitary towels. Parents and coming from the informal settlements of Nyalenda and some other places, we find that parents do struggle to maybe put a plate of ugali on the table. Then a girl is there that, Mama, I want pads. So a parent will have to choose between buying a bucket of maize or buying a pad. And of course, chakula will win, sindio. And this girl will go outside to look for the disposable pads. This is where we have sex for pads. The girl will get someone, and for that person to maybe give you a packet of pads, you will have to pay it with having sex with them. So these, we are trying to curb even teenage pregnancy. We are trying to prevent the new HIV infections and so many more. So the reusable sanitary towels really inspired us. We are trying to give them to girls, and with this, we are not. We are going from a stage of. We are moving to eco-friendly products, and with this, we are trying to do away with plastic. And we can say that today we are telling everyone to stop using the disposable ones. It is something that cannot happen just within a blink of an eye. It is something that we are going to adjust with when time goes by. That is why we started making our reusable sanitary towels. We are advising girls and young women that when you are using the disposable ones, it is still okay to use this one. You can just carry it in the bag. Maybe the menstruation, it's found you unaware, maybe when you are in school, maybe when your mama na pesa, you can use this when you are waiting for that other one. So maintaining it is very easy. We have not used any chemical. We have not used any chemical to make this product. It is just clothes and some of PVC. And if you want to clean it, if you want to wash it, you just wash it with soap and water. You don't use Downy. You don't use the scented soaps.
because we are getting a challenge from the DGYGs that it is hard to use this. Most the negative feedback, because something must have negative and positive, but the negative feedback that we get or some is kuosha ni ngumu. They are afraid of washing their own blood. That is something that it is very difficult, but washing it is very easy. You just use clean water and soap only. Then you hang it in the direct sunlight. So this is a project that we are doing, and we are hoping and praying that in the next 2 years to come, or even less, we are going to be bigger with this. We will be having our own company producing the reusable sanitary towels. We will even start selling them to the supermarket, and that is a plus to us. Thank you.
Wow, a round of applause for that. Maybe in the interest of time, I would just like each of the panelists, as we close this powerful discussion, maybe each of you to give us what's your call for action for a more period-friendly world. As we close, for each of the panelists.
A call to action for a more period-friendly world is let us try to normalize menstruation. Let us try to break the stigma associated with menstruation. Let us talk these things to our girls. Let us advise them accordingly, and let us advocate for a period-friendly world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What I'd like to advocate for is men, let us feel part and parcel of menstruation. Menstruation is here with us. It is not going away. It is here. Let us encourage our girls. Let us talk to our girls. Parents, let us be the first ones to talk about menstruation with our own girls.
Girls, be free whenever we are attending, because it is part of us. Thank you.
Parents, let us be friendly to our daughters, both parents, I mean father and mother. Let us train our children, let us train our girls, even boys. Let us train them and help them to be friendly to their sisters, and sisters to be friendly to their brothers whenever they are in their periods. Thank you.
As an educator, I would advocate that we have more of information put into our curriculum, that it addresses the social aspect of menstruation, the emotional aspect, and the practical one, not the bare minimum of hormones causing menstruation. It is deeper than that. Again, calling a call of action to all of our male teachers. If you're a male teacher here, want you to be the ones addressing conversations about menstruation. We want you to be the ones demonstrating how a pad is placed on a panty. We want you to be the one doing these things for the girls. It makes them feel safe in a space they can menstruate without any discrimination. Thank you.
I would personally speak on sickle cell still and people with disability. One of the things we do as an organization, we give the sickle cell warriors free medication for those who are in our platform. So any sickle cell warrior who is struggling with menstrual health issues, kindly reach out to me. I have my team here also, and one of the things that we're introducing, we will be giving, as we give you your drugs, we'll ensure at least you have some supply of the pads so that you don't have challenges. And we also will educate not just the sickle cell warriors, but the girls as a whole. Thank you.
My last word is, as we do any infrastructure development, whenever you are, let's incorporate MHM, safe spaces for the menstruators, including even public toilets and all this. Lastly, let's involve the male, the boy, child. You pad a girl and you box. You do what? You pad a girl? You box a boy. See you? So boys are usually left out. But at times they don't even have one. And lastly, MHM is a three-pronged approach. What we call mambo ni matatu. Mambo ni matatu. Ya kwanza ni nini? Breaking the silence. You break the silence. Then the second one, safe and hygienic or way of, water safety and all this. And the third, disposal of sanitary. So, mambo ni matatu. Thank you.
Thank you. As Kota, I think our main call to action will be on policy. That's definitely what we'll go for next. And ukiona tu muuliza sign this petition to make parts, please sign that petition. For if you're under 18, if you're over 18, of course, if you're under 18, go educate your friends, your family, tell them Kenyo Melan Leo, tell them about menstrual health, tell them about reusable pads, anything unaweza kumbuka, just go and tell them. I always say, your voice, you may be one voice and unaona ni ndogo, but that one voice is so big, you'll never truly see the impact of how big your voice is. So Enda, use your voice, talk about all these matters, and make sure you're spread it, be passionate about it, because this affects more than half the population. Affects you, affects your mother, your sister. So let's all come together and make a better world.
Thank you very much to my amazing panelists. This was a very insightful and powerful discussion. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you for sharing your time. Thank you for sharing your energy and even insights on how to go about and achieve a period-friendly world. What I would say is that let's continue to break the stigma, push for dignity, push for access, push for equality, because every girl deserves to menstruate with confidence and with pride. Thank you very much.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Check 1 2. Mic check. Sound check. Check 1 2. Nice one. So without wasting time, nataka nikaribishe all civil society organization tafadhali. Mkuja hapo mbele due to time. Super DJ. All civil society organization, private sector. Tuchangamke. One more time, tuwapigeni makofi wakikuja. Aya, super DJ. Nice one. Kama wako tunaenda into the next level, sawa. So tunataka tuende kwa distribution of dignity parts. Oh, wako. One more time. Karibu sana. Nice one, karibu sana. DJ take it low. Aya, mnataka ngoma ama mko sawa? Wadance wasidance. Sasa songa hivi DJ. Inda hapo tu. Twende nayo. Una dance pole twende. Twende nalo. Unasema hiyo ni baba dance. Twende nalo. Wewe. Dance kidogo, twende. Wewe. Super dancers. Una dance kidogo, wenye kuna kitambi unashika kitambi. Twende nalo. Right. DJ take it low. Sawa, ni nyinyi mko. Sasa unaona vile mko 1 2 3 4 5. Nyinyi naenda kuwapatia 1 minute. Juu mmekuja teke na respect, si ndio? Alafu wenye wameongezeka nyinyi tutawapatia nusu ya sawa. Alafu wenye wanakuja baadaye unajiintroduce, unasema organization yenu, alafu tunaendelea, si ndio? Hakuna wengine wamebaki? Asonga hivi, tusonge hivi, tusonge hivi. Aya. Aya, nice one. Atukiongoja wengine, anaambia our chief guest Dr. Manshi Obundi, karibu sana, amefika. County Reproductive Health Coordinator Madam Jane Award, thank you for coming. County Health Promotion Coordinator Mr. Isaac, thank you for coming. Right, so tunaanza na inside, si ndio? Tumia hii.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Yeah, my name is Alfred Cheriot. I come from Family Bank, the bank you are seeing here in Kisumu. We are happy to be here today. And personally, I've learned a lot on menstrual, I thought this was a women event or a fair, but I realized that as a man also, I have a responsibility. I'm a father, I have daughters, and I learned that I have a responsibility to make sure that I understand and I support. Otherwise, we are happy as Family Bank to be part of this team today. We came with the team from the office here. I'll give them a chance to say something. Otherwise, thank you and wish you all the best.
So, good afternoon, guys. Mkwaje? We are so happy as a bank. We are called Family Bank. We care about all our families because we know that all our customers come from families, and it's important that we appreciate what you're doing for us as a bank. And a way of making sure that you know that we are around. We thought of coming and checking on you, saying hi on you. And I'm happy what Mr. Peter said about the wash. And we are happy to onboard all POs and even all the institutions that maybe they need any finances in terms of, coming up with maybe a more friendly way of handling the periods, as you say. So thank you so much, and we welcome you to our Family Bank. We have so many items.
Said. Yeah, menstruation is here with us, and I also have, sorry. Yes, I think get me make clear. Yes, I'll not speak much actually. Let me just pass it to the next.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. I'm Nancy Akinyi from Riley Wharton Foundation, and on behalf of Riley Wharton Foundation, we are happy to be part of this important event. I've actually learned a lot that menstrual hygiene is not all about health, but it is about dignity, education, and breaking taboo. And together we are here to ensure that every girl is able to break the taboo that everything is, that period is natural. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Mirembe 10. Naitwa Nari Yuga from Greenwell Advocates. Tunafanya everything to do with the environment. Engagement. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adam Shem. I am with Corporate Kendall Initiative, and it's been a pleasure learning today. But I only have one message to the boys. Vijana, the boys,
Hello? Hello? Unaona ile place wewe weka zile sure, trust, kiss nini? Unaona ile stash hapo? It is not enough just to have those. Ensure you know which part your girlfriend uses, and ensure it is also your responsibility. For the same number of condoms you have the same number of parts. Sasa sawa? Tumepatana?
Okay, Angela Diabo. I'm coming from DGYG, as you can see here. So DGYG is a tech-driven platform, and today we are focusing on creating tech for transforming menstrual health. I'm really glad to be here and also to be the first time to participate in Nyalenda Period Festival. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Sule Consolata from Homeless of Kisumu, and today we are happy to be here, and we thank all the men who joined us today in this advocacy. And apart from that, we also came along with children from Obinju Primary School. I'd just like them to stand up and maybe wave. Obinju Primary Comprehensive. Please stand and wave. Obinju. Thank you. We also worked with girls from the Kisumu Children Remand Home, which is a rehabilitation center. Maybe some of you know about it. They're also behind there. Maybe they can stand and wave. Yeah. So thank you. We appreciate and we hope more of this will come. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Hi. My name is Doris Ojuga from EXO. And at EXO, we are happy to be part of this education. Thank you.
Kisumu Youth Wash Parliament. Kisumu Youth Wash Parliament is an organization which is youth-led and it's based in Kisumu. We majorly advocate for policies around wash and integrated water resource management. So I'm happy, and I came with a few people from my organization. We are happy to be part of this team, and yeah, together let's make a period. What was a period was? Period friendly world. Hi. Baptist College Milimani, but we work within the 8 sub-counties in Kisumu County. So my key takeaway is menstrual health is health, and there is no health without menstrual health.
Hi everyone, you're good? So my name is Sheila, and I work with the Golwings organization, a community-based organization that we focus mostly in sexual reproductive health and rights. And I'm happy to be part of this discussion. And one key takeaway, my girls, as you go home, you should know that menstruation is normal and it's a healthy way of being. So go back home and thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon once again. I'm Victor Kidiga. I work with the Keda Youth Organization, which is based in Migori, but currently working in Homa Bay and Kisumu. What I want to urge the civil society organization and NGOs, menstrual hygiene management, menstruation is always there. It is something that is there every now and then. So I want to urge them so that we can be meeting frequently, not just waiting for the MHM day so that we can come here and discuss it here, but we can also have some meetings so that we have to discuss policies so that when such
Hi everyone. Yeah, my name is Farida Odosh from Tunza Movement. Tunza Movement is a young organization that is just coming up. It's a group made of champions of menstrual health and hygiene, and we are advocating for all issues related to menstrual health and hygiene. And I know that together we will achieve this dream. I'm also here on behalf of the Kobana, which was also part of this, and they've sent their greetings and they're looking for more partnerships. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, my name is Morena Kini, representing Safe Water Days Project. Today I'm happy to be part of this festival. What I want to urge is just when we go home,
Habari yenu sisi sote. Habari yenu sisi sote. Kwa majina, naitwa Mesha Otieno from Amazing Grace Action CBO, a brother organization to Dream Redefined CBO. We are here to support this activity and also to play a part as one of the waste working group in Nyalenda bit. So our bit is there on the disposal part of it, so that we also don't confuse our environment in terms of the improper waste disposal. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name This for Girls is an American-based organization, and we are majorly in reusable, washable sanitary towels. A lot has been said, and all I can say is that we are all here for the boys and girls. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Linda Ochola, the girl who lost her leg due to cancer, and I'm from a organization of Universal Lighthouse, which creates awareness of limb loss. I'm there. This is something that we don't plan, but it can happen any day, anytime, any moment. So we create the awareness of we are also part of human being. Okay? Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Esther Nicole. I come from Zui Afya CBO. And as a youth-led organization and an organization that has health as its thematic area, I'm very proud to see that young girl who was able to say what menstruation is. That means as CSOs, we are working to make menstrual hygiene and menstrual awareness out there.
Hello everyone, I'm Edward Odhiambo from Tinada Youth Group. We are focused on holistic well-being of vulnerable communities and people. So we are happy to be part of this.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria Tieno. I work with YWCA. We are thankful for this invitation and we are happy being. Take this as a note, for it will help you in life.
Makofi kwake. Nyota wasichana mlafia wasichana.
Hi guys, my name is Mary Jero. I'm the National Officer for SCORA. SCORA is a study health and drive, including HIV and AIDS. As my friend Jamila had said in the panel discussion, we're a student-led organization. So we have 11 chapters in Kenya. So wherever you find a medical school, SCORA is there. So we basically deal with comprehensive sexual education, conducting pad drives. We do everything about educating about gender. So gender-based values. Students and as young voices, we believe that our voices have a platform to create change. And I'm really happy to have partnered with clients to make this this whole thing a success. So there's a saying that says, if you want to go fast, you walk alone. But if you want to go far, you walk in a group. So I'm happy that all these organizations came together to make this a beautiful event for the menstrual health awareness day. So together for a period, really well. Thank you so much.
One, two.
Good afternoon. My name is Emmanuel. Rights and peace scope, we deal with human rights, and we also solve different situations that lead to conflict in society. As we know, we have girls have a right to menstrual health. That is why scope is conducted here. We also collaborate with SCORA in the activities, That is why Skora invited us, and together with Defined CBO, we also joined this event. And also, apart from human rights and peace, we also deal with environment and climate action, and also global warming. We are really happy to partner with you, and I hope in your breakout sessions we have discussed on various rights on human rights, and girls need to be educated in the human rights that a no is a no, and girls need to be assertive, so that you can also be assertive in your work, know how to navigate in life, and you should not be ashamed of your menstruation. Thank you so much for organization that partner in this event. Together we stand ready. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tessie Kabusi from St. Mary's Christian Brother and we are here for the youth empowering of girl child, and we are happy to partner with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Mercy Ombogo from GTN, that is Grassroots Transforming Network. Grassroots Transforming Network is a youth-led organization that is after empowering youth, that is boys and girls, and also women. To all the girls who are here, just go back knowing that kunyesha si dhambi, and you should be proud that you're a girl. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm John Wafula. I work with Asia Supermarket, and we are happy to be part of this organization. I was also one of those people who used to think that menstrual health was also meant for ladies, but as for from today, I have learned that it's for all of us. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Fulgence Richarabat. I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I'm the founder of TVSDG. My work is to tell the stories and let everyone learn about menstruation in relation to sustainable development goals. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Levina Obor from St. Camilla's, or St. Mary's Sacred Heart. I'm happy to be with you today. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Vero Diambana. To be here today, chief with St. Mary's Sacred Heart, brothers and sisters. I'm appreciating those who came, boys and girls, women and ladies. We'll share for those who didn't make to come what we have learned today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Sijui mimi ndio niko sauti ama nimekula sana. So thank you so much to all the partners who have introduced themselves.